Hi, I'm Payton Dale, and I am your friendly neighborhood wardrobe stylist. Welcome to the Payton Project. On this show, I'm going to give you all of my tips and my tricks that I've learned over years and years of styling. I'm going to take you behind the scenes with me as I style people's music videos and photo shoots and for every day. And we're also going to be talking to a lot of my personal friends about what makes them tick when it comes to getting dressed in the morning. Hey guys, welcome back to the Payton Project. Today's episode, I'm so excited to share with you. We're going to be talking to Charlie Starr, lead singer of Blackberry Smoke and Bonafide rock star. I met Charlie a couple years ago and we bonded over all things rock and roll and Keith Richards. So we're going to talk about style, we're going to talk about what got him into music, and we're also going to talk about the pieces that I've created for Charlie to wear on stage. So let's go hang out with Charlie for a little bit. All right. Hey, Charlie, thanks for joining me today. So I'm really excited to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. I'm honored.
So what first got you into music?
My dad, he was my first guitar hero. He plays, still does, plays bluegrass music and really just traditional string band music. No, I mean, I don't think that he has ever bought a record with drums on it.
How did you go from that to your love of rock music?
He and my mom were divorced, so I spent time, split between the two. And while he would always play the guitar and sing, traditional songs for me, when I would go home to mom, she didn't listen to any of that. She liked the Stones and the Beatles and Bob Dylan. Every morning, it was either Hot Rocks that was on the cassette player, or the Red and Blue Beatles best ofs, or Bob Dylan's Greatest 1 and 2. And I remember her giving me a hard time about a new friend I had made who was a questionable friend, and he got caught smoking a joint, and she's reading me the riot act, and in the background is everybody must get stoned. So
the visual of that is hilarious.
My young brain couldn't process that.
That's so funny. So a lot of people don't seem to think that fashion and music tie in together, but they obviously do, and you know that more than anybody else. What is your first memory that you have that's music related but also clothing related, where you looked at someone and you went, that looks cool, I want to do that?
I can remember looking at the Allman Brothers Live at the Fillmore East record, and I thought they looked really, really cool. Greg's got a cool, like a North Beach leather kind of jacket on, and everybody's got bell-bottom Levi's on, and there's some cool like biker boots. And it looked very natural. None of that looked put together.
So I fully agree. And I think that the Allman Brothers are probably that perfect combination of the kind of laid back Southern, but also really cool without trying too hard. But as someone that grew up in a time period where that was not something that was easily available to me, I definitely had some fashion fails when it came to my outfits. What is the worst outfit you ever wore on stage?
Well, I definitely was a thrift store and vintage store. I still am raider. And there may have been, I guess if I think about it, there may have been some Western shirts that I thought were really cool on Friday. And then the next Monday I was like, no, that's no good. I do have a picture somewhere of myself wearing a Hooters outfit on a dare. So that's probably going to win.
Yeah, I think you should bring that back. Did you fill it out?
I did.
I want to find that photo somewhere. So when you are getting ready to go on tour, how much thought do you put into what you're going to bring as far as clothes? I know that you obviously care about your gear and you care about your rig, but what is your thought process like before you pack for tour?
I pack too much.
Always
have. I mean, I love clothes. I love shoes and boots and hats and jewelry. It becomes a little bit stressful sometimes, especially on a European tour where we're going to be gone for 7 or 8 weeks.
And then you're going to shop.
Yeah, exactly. I always buy a bag when I'm over there.
Have you ever had any fashion fail moments on stage, like a Lenny Kravitz situation?
I've had some stuff tear, like you find out just how tight a jacket is when you do the windmill and like, oh, yeah, there it went. I don't know if we may have talked about this the other day. I do have this rhinestoned Western shirt, and I think it's actually a girl shirt because the buttons are backwards, but it's got some really cool embroidery and rhinestones. And I didn't realize it until I grabbed my guitar and put it on and walked on stage, and the guitar strap was digging those rhinestones into my skin, and it was painful. I mean, not like that I was gonna pass out painful, but it was definitely irritating enough that now I have to wear gaff tape on the other side of the.
You had acupuncture the whole show.
Yeah, it was brutal.
So if you could trade closets with anybody in the world, dead or alive, I think I know the answer, but who would it be and why?
Keith Richards.
So what is it about his style that you like so much?
When I look at photographs of him now, even especially from the early 70s, it never looked terribly 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't put there are some photographs of like Greg Allman where he's wearing like a matched velvet jacket and pants with a ruffled, like a pirate shirt. But Keith didn't really do that. His was a little more timeless, I think.
Yeah. I always tell my clients when they are talking about, I just want to look effortless, I just want to look cool. I call it Keith Richards syndrome. And it's because every time that Keith woke up anywhere, he would just grab whatever was off the floor. But every single thing he owned was that cool.
Yeah.
Where it just was like, oh, I just threw this on and it makes sense. Whereas if you have a bunch of crap in your closet, you're never going to get that look. Well, Charlie, thanks so much for hanging out with us. And I cannot wait to hear the new record.
Thank you, Payton. Take care.